Good morning, McKinney High School. I'm Matt Farmer.
And I'm Devin McGuire, and you're watching MHS1. If you've recently arrived at school late, you might have noticed a few changes in the tardy policy. Here's Joel Quiones with more.
A new policy enacted this semester requires students to arrive after the 7:30 bell to attend Friday night school. Students will spend 2 hours of the Friday sitting in these chairs. Too many tardies could give you truancy, though. But what is truancy?
Truancy is based on state law. Texas Education Code says that students have to be in school. It's called the compulsory attendance law. If you're absent 3 or more days in a 4-week period or 10 or more days in a 6-month period, we can file truancy on you. And that's for an entire school year. So some people think that truancy starts over at semester, and that's just not the case. We can file on tardies as well. So the compulsory attendance law says days or parts of days. So the expectation is that you're here the entire instructional day from beginning to end.
When a student decides to arrive late to school, they're not only hurting themselves, but they could also be hurting their classmates.
It affects the other kids in the class. They stop what they're doing, they look to see who's coming in, so it's disruptive. I think it's more the repeat offenders, students who continuously come in late, and it's disruptive. If it's 1 or 2 times, throughout the semester or the year, whatever, I understand that, and it's not as disruptive. But when students continuously come in late all the time, just because they're not waking up early enough, it prevents the classroom learning.
No matter what, the school still maintains their bottom line.
Kids need to get up, get ready. It's an early start, I understand that, but get ready and come to school on time. That's the bottom line.
So whether you add up too many absences or too many tardies, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting your classmates. This has been Joel Quinones reporting for MHS1.
As parents rush their kids to school, many forget the correct way to do so. With kids being dropped off in the front of the parking lot, it creates a giant diversion and traffic problems. See, as the parents pull through the A gap, students are tripped up while trying to park in the southern zone of the school, causing traffic complications, rather than the B gap, providing an easy traffic-free route. So next time you're being dropped off, be conscious of where you get out.
Hey Noah.
Hey Jamie.
Some history test.
I hate history.
Pop quiz. Well?
Need a moment? Chewed over with a Twix.
Your cat died? I'm so sorry.
Schedule change. Everyone died.
Oh, you poor thing.
When you need a moment, chew it over with a Twix.
Hey Matt, have you heard of E-High?
I can't say that I have.
Well, here's Andrew, Sharon, and Violet with the story.
In June, when the time comes around for the seniors to graduate, what happens to those who's fallen behind?
E-High is a non-traditional setting for students who have to recover credits. They work at their own pace. It's a self-paced program. Once they complete the program, they go on to other endeavors such as college, trade schools, VOTEC, things of that nature.
First, you have to see what classes you need to take, and the teacher, Mr. Ashton, will enroll you in those classes that you need credits for. You will log on and you will click on that class, and if it's credit recovery, then you can test out, take a diagnostic and get it over with, or you can take quiz by quiz and get the course over with.
So why did the school implement E-High this year?
In the beginning of the spring semester last year, in January and February, the state notified many school districts that there are going to have to be some major budget cuts. And with that, certain programs were cut or moved around. And one of those programs was the LINK program. And LINK was a high school that was for students who were able to do some credit recovery.
The LINK campus was closed, and those kids who attended LINK and all the kids who are on campus now each have their own individual campus, North, Boyd, and McKinney High, of course.
I had to take extra classes, had to go to night school and all this other stuff. And E-High came along where I can just do it in school and take the computer home and do it outside of school when I have spare time.
Not a whole lot of kids can get into E-High due to the fact that many kids do need it. There is a requirement to get in. You have to write an essay telling why you should be accepted into E-High. If you're struggling in classes or something, I think this would be a good class for you to come in. It is a very good program, and all the kids in here are very thankful to be in here.
This has been Sharon Song and Violet Carrera reporting for MHS1.
Now here's Mallory Hauser with sports.
Thanks, guys. The boys basketball team is 4-0 in district play and take on the Highland Park Scots tonight here at MHS at 7:30. This is a game you won't want to miss, so come out and support. These boys are in a weight class of their own. Here's Matt Schmidt and Brian Serpa with a look at the Lions wrestling team.
The MHS wrestling team has been training hard with high hopes for the upcoming season.
Goals for this year, same as every year. Try to get a couple guys down to the state tournament at the end of February. Try to get at least 4 to 6 guys out of our district tournaments. We head on down to regionals in Katy, Texas.
Well, we've had a lot of really hard meets this year. We've added on a couple new ones that we haven't done in the past. And we've been working really hard in practice after school every day. And the meets are still tough, but we're pushing through as a team.
Lions wrestlers love hanging out with teammates, going to meets, and enjoy the individual aspects of the sport.
My favorite thing about wrestling is going to the meets, having fun, traveling far, coming back late, having fun, all that. And talking to your friends while you're on the road. And when you're about to get ready, you get all pumped, your heart starts racing, you get all hyper, get ready.
The best thing I like about it, it's a team sport, but it's still an individual sport. So there's kind of a place for everybody. And the fact that, you're out there on the mat all by yourself. So good part of that is when you win, you can take the victory, but when you lose, you got to take the blame.
And although the Lions team came up short in the first 2 meets, we fought and tried hard and are continuing to go forward, so come out and support your wrestling team. This has been Matt Schmidt and Brian Serpa reporting for MHS1.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Did you know that your McKinney Lions take on the Highland Park Scots tonight? Here's 6 reasons why you should be there. Reason number 1, for the first 300 students that come, tickets are only $1, so get there early. Reason number 2, both teams are 4-0, so whoever wins this game will be favorites to win district. Reason number 3, all the games so far have been really exciting. In fact, the past 3 games have gone into overtime. Reason number 4, we have AJ Mutri. Reason number 6, I'll be there, ladies.
So coming out tonight and support your Lions as they take on the Highland Park Scots in the gym at 7:30.
That's all for sports. Now back to you.
Thanks, Mallory.
Now here's Emily Brightman and Nicole Quincy with a look on a new approach to PE.
Partners PE is a physical education class for the kids in the Functional Academic class, or FAC, that focuses on skills for the Special Olympic competitions as well as other athletic activities and life skills.
The 3 competitions that they compete in regularly are the bowling competition, which we bring in bowling equipment and they actually practice bowling here. The basketball competition, which is coming up in February, and in that they work on shooting. They do a skills test for passing, and then they do a dribbling test. So it's not playing the game of basketball, it's just doing skill work within the sport. And then their 3rd competition is their track and field competition. All of our guys participate in all the activities and have been very successful in them in the years past.
Each FAC student in Partners PE has a peer who helps them with their activities.
My sophomore year, I needed something to fill in my schedule.
So I know like some like peers like had said, oh, you know, this is a fun class, you know, you're partners with somebody and you're always doing activities and it's not boring at all. And so I was like, okay, well, I need a PE credit anyways. So yeah, I just took it and it turned out to be a really good experience.
If you have the credits open, I would recommend taking it because it's really fun and you can do it all year if you want to. I mean, you could do just a semester, you can do all the year, whatever you want. And it's a good experience to have.
I think that more people should participate, especially like more guys, because that's like mostly what we have, and I think the guys in the class would like to have more guys in it so they can just talk and stuff. So I think it's really fun.
The class is beneficial for both the partners and their peers because it is a fun way to be active and help out.
For me personally, if you want something to do with kids as your career, or you love doing stuff outdoors or like just sports stuff, this would be so good. It's like different people come together and you just hang out.
This has been Emily Brightman and Nicole Quincy reporting for MHS1.
Jamie, have you seen what Jessup was wearing today? Yeah, Jordan. He was wearing that stupid blue sweater.
I'm Jessup and I wear blue sweaters. I love Vermont.
You're so funny.
What'd you say about me?
Need a moment? Chewed over with the Twix.
You're cool.
When you need a moment, chew it over with a Twix.
Cosmetology. 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 Normuna Learning Center. Normu Learning Center. Normuna Learning Center. Tamale Smilk Snacks. Tamale Milk Snacks. Tamale Smilk Snacks. Al Salsa Borgenhingereerdor. Al Salsa Borgenhingereerdor. Al Salsa Borgenhingereerdor. McKibner Leosis. McKibnerliosis. McKibnerliosis. Lordon Osbogelsbegs Beasleys. Lordon Ogsbeagledees. Lordon Ogsbaggeasleys.
Well, that's all we have for you today.
For more news, visit mainstreamnews.com.
That's right. And remember, if it's news,
And it's at McKinney High School, it's MHS1.